So they were a lolly bag staple.
Oh, so hard. And then
So,
like
and they
the
stretch
shoe.
it.
Yeah.
And it changes pink.
How we all didn't have teeth that fell out from
know.
all these.
Made strong us
Yeah.
kids of the 80s.
Wax on, wax off.
Cigarettes.
Excellent.
Hello and welcome Midlifers. We are your hosts, Fonz
And Miss.
And this is your weekly podcast where it's not self-help but more help yourself to a smorgasbord of laughter, nostalgia and a deep dive into the past.
Hello, listeners. Welcome to our show. AI. Do we rant it or rave it? So the first segment today. Midlifer Moment. A few weeks ago, we did the Frumpy mum, losing her mojo. This week, we're doing from Frumpy to Fab, a Midlifer Moment journey, and Besties, best snacks and lollies of the 80s.
So let's jump in.
Yeah.
Rant, rave,
Rant or rave.
Yeah. So AI, artificial intelligence. Unlike ours,
I know.
non-existent intelligence. So rant or rave AI. I'm happy to go first,
Go for it.
Let's start with a rant. Let me rant AI. How believable it is getting and so good.
Oh, so good.
As in so good in the in the production and the product of it.
Yeah.
It's so good. I don't agree with it because it can spoil one's reputation.
Well, yes, my husband and I were just actually talking about this last night because there's an article that he read about a woman whose identity was sort of taken and made images of her, on in sexual scenarios, but it was evident that it was just her head cut off and put on the bodies. But with AI,
It's getting better.
you won't be able to tell if it's real or not.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
It's funny you say that because I feel like I've developed an eye for AI. Like now, I can recognize this as AI.
Yeah.
But there was one I saw last night and it was so believable.
Yeah.
And it's scary.
It is scary.
Because it's that thing of using it for the greater bad, not for the greater good.
Yeah.
There is that thing with everything.
Yeah, exactly. So people use it in the wrong way. Yeah.
And it can defame someone.
Yeah. That's why, but unless the only thing is, it could be that it eventually gets to the point where we won't be able to tell. So really, everyone could be like, "That's not me; it's AI." You know what I mean?
True.
So you've got the other side to it. So my rant in regards to it is, I'm scary. I'm a bit scared of it. And when you first think of AI, and I think when Elon Musk as well. Maybe a few months ago had those robots come out and like, everyone's just thinking those bloody sci-fi end of the world movies where robots take over the world. I think everyone has a
Terminator 2.
yes,
coming.
Terminator. Dun, 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 dun.
We're here.
No.
Another rant I have about AI is creativity or human creativity is depreciating.
Yeah.
It's easy for AI to whip something up in 10 seconds.
Yes.
That it would normally take days for me to think. So that's a bit annoying.
Yeah. Well, even, because they can make a book. You can say, write me a book about this and that.
Yeah, a script.
Yes. And a lot of, I know businesses now, like, because, things get on your algorithm because I've been trying to learn AI to keep up with the technology. And a lot of people selling digital content, just kids' books. And it's like you've got the third-party printer and AI does it all for you. So, it's all the fun creative jobs.
Yeah.
Because
Because AI should be taking away those menial tasks like washing dishes, vacuuming the floor. That's what robotics needs to do and give us time to be creative, not take away our individuality, our uniqueness in contributing to society.
it'll be interesting because in regards to, like, say, podcasts, for example, will they be able to
There was, I know I always say this podcast, but can we be real? They did a branch off with a completely AI podcast on News of the Day, and they released it every day. And it was mixed reviews. I believe majority were negative reviews because they still sounded robotic.
Yeah.
Voice pronunciations of names and towns, this and that, were wrong.
Yeah.
And so they gave it a good red hot crack because they're like, this is the future of AI podcasts.
Yeah.
But people didn't take to it because they
Good,
made their
good.
voice like theirs, but it's still robotic.
Yeah, we can still hear that,
Yeah.
that connection.
And when will we come to that full circle moment where, robotics are seen not as valuable
Yes.
as humans?
I think they will get to a point. I think that AI will keep advancing, and then it'll be a point of like, no, we want that human.
Bit of rebellion.
Yeah, we want the humans to come back, fight back.
The robots are, you cannot escape.
The thing is
It's
control
stuck.
delete.
Sorry, Google. I love you.
I did a little reel about this because if I do use ChatGPT or DeepSeek or whatever, I always say please and thank you. I still do. Okay, can you please do this?
You don't want to murder you in your sleep.
Yes. In the hope that one day when they do kill us all, I'll be the last one. Oh, well,
You'll be the last one. We'll let you watch the carnage, and you'll be last because you say please and thank you.
I was sitting back with my popcorn and watching you all perish. Now, I will say that a rave of it is that some of the shitty work that it does. Like, say, for example, if you're editing a podcast, what we do is we film, record, I cut it up, take away the bits that you don't hear, which are still brilliant, I must say. Then for the audio side of it, used to take me an hour and a half to actually go 5 second by 5 second and try to level out the volume. Now, with this one app, it does it all in about 20 seconds.
Thank God.
Oh, you wouldn't believe it's because it's like the most tedious task out of all the podcast production. That's the most tedious task. So the things that are menial in regards to can't do the housework or whatever, but the crappy background jobs it does for you, big rave.
But also with ChatGPT, DeepSeek, all those ones it takes the emotion out of things and it's just fact.
Facts, yeah.
And sometimes you just need the facts.
Yep.
You don't need, emotion.
Yeah. It's very clever. It's clever.
Very clever.
And going to what you were saying before about just taking away the jobs. So you're taking away, the creativity. It's weird because on one hand, it's going to make some sort of jobs redundant in the future.
Yeah.
But then I suppose on the other side of that, it's going to create new jobs because you need to have people to train the ChatGPTs. And
that's
so
right.
it just changes the workplace, really.
It's just with all life and society, it's change, and change at the start is scary, but then it becomes part of their life and we can't imagine life without it.
Yeah, like our phones.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh, I got arthritis.
Yes. Sorry, just another rant I have.
Yeah.
Is that I feel like it's going to make us a bit dumb. Similar to like conversation about the mailways to GPS or whatever, it takes away our thinking. In regard, it will just be easy to say, can you do this for me? And you don't have to go through the steps. So I feel like it
can dumb us down.
Yes.
Because we don't have to think so much.
Yes.
But there's a strong possibility.
Yeah.
But then there's a possibility with the future generations of not even an opportunity to use that section of their brain.
Yeah.
So there's dumb.
Yes, it is dumb. I have signed up and I've started doing this little course that's popped up. I think it's called Coursive, where it takes you a little bit into each AI app just so you get familiar with it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, because I realise technology is going to keep advancing. I don't want to fall behind. I don't want to have my kids to explain everything to me. I want to keep up with it.
Well, they won't. Because they'll get the robot to explain it to you. Why can't you understand?
Oh, no, I'm doing this for you
But
again.
she said please and thank you. It's okay. So, Miss Rant or Rave AI. I'm gonna rave it.
Are you?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's change. It's part of our society. It'll be part of our kids' futures, etc. I'm gonna. What was it?
Are they listening?
What's her name? Sarah Thompson. Oh, what was it?
Sarah Connor.
Sarah. I'm going to Sarah Connor it.
Okay.
No, that's a
No,
rant.
that's just rant.
I am the opposite of Sarah Connor. I rave it.
All right. So what do I think of AI?
Yeah. What do you think?
What do I think? Ooh, I am still a bit scared of it, but I know, you got to go along with technology, and hopefully it's used in the right way. We rant it. I ranted too.
Rave it.
I rave it too.
Every time.
From Frumpy to Fab.
Yeah.
Following along from a conversation we had last week or so, or a week or two ago, where Fonz and I realised we're at felt like we were turned into frumpy mums. We don't know exactly where this happened. We can't pinpoint it. But we're just feeling like bleh and kind of invisible and not our best selves.
No, for me, I just felt it more so after my second child. I think after my first one, I was still able to maintain a bit of who I am. But after my second one, especially when she went through toddler, I just lost it.
Yeah.
And combining that, like as an older mum, with metabolism slowing down, hormones changing, the whole lifestyle changing. It's not about me anymore. It's about others.
Yep.
It's just like it's so easy to fall into that frumpy mum category. Or that's how I feel for myself anyway.
Yeah.
You really have to be intentional and purposeful when deciding to make a change.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm finding I need to be committed.
Okay.
But it's a constant commitment. Like it's constantly like, oh, don't give up.
Yep.
You know, to get to your goal. It's exhausting the first week of January because I did my New Year's resolutions to be healthier and to change my look a bit. That first week of January went so slow, Mez. I was like, this is the slowest week. I'm tracking all my food. I'm writing down my exercise and it's only Wednesday. It was horrible.
Are we done yet?
Yeah, no, it's just the beginning. So, yeah, just that midlifer moment of going from frumpy to fab. And it's not even going back to who you were.
No,
it's about another version of yourself.
Yeah.
And it's really like a teenager just trying to work out, where do I fit in this? How do I fit myself in this?
Yeah.
Who am I?
Who are you?
Don't know. Ask ChatGPT.
You are Fonz.
Hey.
It is weird because they're like, you know, I guess similar with the evolution of technology, like the evolution of yourself, you know, becoming from just becoming a mum just changes you. And it is that thing of like kids just come first and you put yourself last. But I've decided to change it.
Yes.
And it is weird going back to the weight gain. Like I feel like in my 40s because I've always I'm tall, generally lean.
Athletic.
Yeah. And I've just found in 40s, like the way we put on weight, and it is hormonal. It's got to do with perimenopause. It's all in my belly, so I can hide it with big tops. But oh my God, you can put it on like that.
It's so easy.
Instant.
It's not only that, it's so hard to lose the weight. It takes ages.
Yes. And whereas before,
like you have to work.
Freaking hell, do you have to work? In your 20s, like you don't have to. You just wake up.
In your 20s, I won't have a chip today.
Yep.
10 kilos.
Yes.
Done. This.
Oh my God, like
dedication.
Yeah, it won't be straight away, but like it is, you know, once it starts, like but it's hard to maintain the motivation because it is a
very slow start.
God,
I was like, I don't know, because what I'm finding is because my whole life is I am up and down with my weight. That's who I am, and I'm finding this is the hardest I've ever tried to lose weight. It's just been the hardest journey.
Yeah.
And I've just like, right, I have to change things up. I'm committed. Every day I'm going to be committed and stay focused. Stay tuned. It's so hard, but it's doable. It's not impossible.
No.
It's just, it's mind, body, spirit. It's a whole shebang to get you forward.
Oh, it's just,
I'm not rolling forward like a snowball of chocolate.
Rolling the deep. I just realised because our next topic's going to be the snacks and lollies.
If that spurs on any cravings.
I know. Sorry about that. It's just different. And like going back to the hormones as well, which obviously have to do with the weight gain, but it just makes, I don't know, it just puts me off. It puts me all over the place and just off kilter. You know what I mean? Like there's no, before your period, you get like this and afterwards, but now it's just a bit all over the place and just.
Because even I'm finding after my period, I'm still grumpy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, this is my happy time.
No.
This is meant to be good. And I'm not. And I'm like, what's going on?
We're a pleasure to live with. Just ask our families. Hey, at least it's good that nowadays there's more like awareness. Like perimenopause wasn't a thing until a few years ago.
But even in socials, because our age group is predominantly on Instagram. So we're kind of developing a midlife community on Instagram.
Yeah.
And also just celebrating that at midlife, you can start your life again or, reset, pivot.
Yes.
And that's brilliant. That's been brilliant for us.
It has been. It has been done before, but it hasn't been talked about. Like people would have their midlife pivots and whatever.
It's behind closed doors.
Yes. Oh, and without probably even an awareness of it. So
and now we don't care. Like you hear there's podcasts about menopause and us and
did you do jokes about chin hairs?
God, chin hair. Yeah. Jokes my life.
So we're going to get there. Well, Fonz is committed to it. I'm going to watch you glow and thrive and say, all right, I'm on to it. I don't
jump on board.
Whoa, Nelly.
Look, because on socials I've made a highlight tab of my weight loss journey because you know what? I gotta put all in to stay committed.
Yep.
And everyone, it's been nice. Like people are keeping me accountable and giving me messages of support. Oh, and also being called a sugar mama. Begged to be a sugar mama to a 23-year-old.
This is so funny. We're talking about the sugar daddies and what have you. And then all of a sudden, we're the sugar ones.
We are at the age where people want to mooch off. We've got nothing.
I've got no sugar to give. Sorry.
I've only got this sugar. Nothing else. So he was begging for a sugar mummy. Like, go away. I am broke. Oh, dear.
So that's our Frumpy to Fab. We're getting there.
It's going to be a journey. Yeah. So get on board. If you want to come check out Instagram on our socials, go have a look. A Mazda day helps you work, rest, and play.
It's good memory.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about the best snacks, lollies, confectionery of the 80s.
Yummy.
I was trying to think, what was Snickers?
Oh,
Snickers.
Really? Keeps you satisfied. That's right.
What about the Milky Way doesn't spoil your appetite?
That's because it's shit.
It's full of air.
It is very aerated. So
it
give
was
me more.
Shit chocolate, wasn't it?
I actually don't mind it.
Yeah, you always had a Milky. I remember you had a Milky Way in your lunchbox.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. For some reason, I remember that.
I feel like it wouldn't ruin my appetite. They were right. Yeah, that one. All right. Well, I had one that was synonymous with I feel like it's synonymous with the 80s. Would wreck your teeth. Had great facts. Fantails.
And it's discontinued now.
Yeah, it's discontinued.
But Fantails,
there's a hard caramel lolly that turned chewy.
Covered in chocolate.
Covered in chocolate. Oh my God, your gums stick together.
Yeah.
But on the wrappers would have facts, movie facts.
Yeah. What a good bit of marketing. You'd always read about Marilyn Monroe.
Or Harrison Ford.
Yes. Oh, gosh, that was good times. And they were always in your lolly bag, after a party.
Yeah. So going back to Milky Way, there was another one in the lolly bags.
Oh, yeah. I had Minties in a lolly bag.
Minties. So Fantails and Minties for me was like two best friends.
And there was also, with the Minties, there was that competition with the wrapper. You have to peel the wrapper very thin. And
to make
had
it
the longest wrapper was the winner.
I like that.
Yeah. Some mum thought of that.
That's good.
Yeah, some car game.
Yep.
Red Skins, now called Red Rippers.
Oh, so it's still around.
Yes, I saw them in the shop. So they were a lolly bag staple.
Oh, so hard. And then
they stretch it.
Yeah.
And it changes pink.
How we all didn't have teeth that fat from all these.
Made strong us kids of the 80s.
Did.
What else?
I had one Sunny Boys.
So I never had the privilege of having a Sunny Boy.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? They're actually still around.
Okay. Still don't want one.
Oh, that's so good too. But so it's it's like a triangular icy pole.
Yeah.
But they're so hard to eat because you'd put in the freezer and you'd have to try to cut it open because it's triangular. Like you'd really have to almost cut some of the ice pole, and then you'd suck on it and it would take out all the juice and it would turn white. Then you have to wait for it to melt a bit to get some of the juice.
Did you have to put a straw in it or something?
No, you could. I don't know. The Sunny Boys were one, I remember.
What about chocolate bars, Mez? I think chocolate bars were in their heyday in the 80s. And it had a Pollywaffle.
Chiquito.
Chiquito, yes. You were a Chiquito. I remember you had Chiquitos.
Yes, I had Chiquitos. Ooh, Chiquito. Because it's caramelly.
Oh, yes.
Chomp. With a wafer.
And the alligator on the thing and a bright yellow. And there was the yellow chomp and the pink chomp.
I don't remember the pink chomp.
Pink chop's no longer around, but the yellow chomp is.
Curly Whirly.
Curly Whirly.
They're the cheap one. The cheap caramel.
They're still cheap.
Yeah. And so that's a Fantails, but softer.
Birdie Beetle. Remember Birdie Beetle show bag? That was good. My dad always requested a Birdie Beetle show bag.
I love the Birdie Beetle because it was cheap.
$2.
Yeah, but like Birdie Beetle sorry for any Americans watching that don't know
sorry.
these, but the Birdie Beetle
delicious.
was like little just chocolate with like rice,
rice bubbles.
Rice bubbles in it.
Rice
but
Krispies.
yeah, we couldn't get it at the shops. You could only get it at the show.
The Royal Melbourne show in their show bags.
Yeah, of Birdie Beetles.
Yum.
Okay, go back to keto. I did love it.
Keto.
Another one for you. the Euro summer
Spring roll.
Yes, summer roll.
Summer roll.
Yes.
Yeah, that was nice.
The Nougat Centre, I think.
Yes, you always had a summer roll too. Memories. I have these memories of you. These delicious chocolate bars. Look, I have to go into Samboy salt and vinegar chips. They burn the inside of your mouth. They were that salty and vinegary.
Yeah.
Don't even. It's just vinegar chips, really.
Yep.
Oh my god, my mouth's watering just thinking. When I had my firstborn, when I was pregnant with him, I craved salt and vinegar chips.
Oh, really?
To the point I had ulcers in my mouth and I had to drink milk afterwards.
Oh. It's very big. You know, sometimes you can inhale it. That's like
your
lungs.
Yes, a singe everything, singe your bronchioles.
These ones are still around. What about the Le Snack?
Le Snack,
yes, with that
with the cheese and
my kids still eat them, but like on occasion we'll still have them, and you only get three biscuits, and a little cheese to dip in, and I, distribute it accordingly each cracker, whereas my kids will only have a tiny bit of cheese and finish the crackers, and then with their fingers will get in the cheese. I'm like, no,
I did that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did that.
I feel like it is a thing for the kids. Yeah.
Cheezels.
Yeah,
you've done something in the past when you first started.
Yes,
married,
so you must.
Married with
you must. If you have cheezels, no matter how old you are, you still have to at least put one ring on your finger of a cheezel ring. That's Beyonce. Put a ring in it. That's what she's talking about. Cheezel ring.
Twisties, chicken,
chicken or cheese.
I felt like chicken would give me asthma or make me feel like it was more artificial, so I have to say cheese. Because it was that fake yellow. It was fluorescent yellow.
Yeah, it's fluorescent orange anyway, the cheese one.
I feel like fluorescent orange is more accepted than the fluorescent yellow chip.
I like the chicken because I don't have it. It's like, it's like the
novelty.
specialty. Yeah. What about like the coloured popcorn?
Oh,
yes.
Sorry.
But it kind of but it kind of tasted crap.
It was
just shit.
It was stale.
He was always stale.
Stale
parties. But it's like, coloured popcorn. So yeah.
Right.
It was crap.
But also on that lollygobble bliss bomb.
Yes.
I've got a packet in the cupboard.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
So that's like the caramel popcorn.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
That's
the good stuff.
Now, my dad used to work for a company called Nabisco,
mm-hmm.
and they used to sell cheese in a biscuit, chicken drumstick in a biscuit, and we used to have chicken crimpy in a biscuit. But anyway, that was very 80s.
Yeah, chicken in a biscuit is very 80s. Can I give you another lolly?
Go.
Cigar lollies. There's big. They're the big, not the fat.
Oh, the big.
It's like a cigar. It's like
Big
a Cuban
Daddy.
cigar.
It's got a name.
Oh, really?
It's like Big Daddy or
I
something.
really hope it wasn't Big Daddy. Would you like to suck into this Big Daddy? No, thank you. But it had like a musk flavour.
Yeah,
But again,
I
like,
never had that.
just how good was it in general? If you go to the milk bar and get a 50-cent bag of mixed lollies and you get like this great bag of mixture, if you had $1, it would be like this huge bag of lollies. It was just the best.
We weren't allowed to do that.
Weren't you?
No. I remember my
Oh,
cousins
you
went to the milk bar and
missed
came back with a bag of lollies, and
Yeah.
it was so foreign to me.
Oh, it was this
my
white
mum
paper
was
bag.
my mum was a mum of we have this at home.
Ah,
We have this at home. Everything was at home.
oh, okay.
She was the mum. We asked for McDonald's, and she
would make
makes
it.
hamburgers at home. She says, "Look, kids, McDonald's," and it would be so disappointing. It would be like a burger in a sandwich in the bread. Like this.
That's well. I've got to say that's good for her. That's good.
She kept us healthy.
Yeah, she did keep you healthy.
But it's so disappointing.
I can't believe you. If there's any milk bars that still sell mixed lollies, they'd all be stale now. You probably realise that,
right,
because
at the time.
they'd just be like little
Remember,
open boxes.
My cousins would get it, and they had the freckles,
and the caramel buttons. You would have milk
Sherbies.
bottles. Yeah,
I never had them.
yeah.
And they come home. I remember they come with a bag of lollies and a Big M, like a strawberry Big M or a chocolate Big M. Egg flip Big M.
What was
Remember
that flavour? Egg
I don't
flip?
remember. I remember a girl at primary school drank it, and I was like, "What's egg flip?
What is egg flip?
Is it pavlova?
I don't
I
know.
don't want it."
And this is another one that's around still. Well, it's classic in the 80s. Whiz Fizz.
Oh,
Because that one you'd often get at parties. No?
far
Did you
out.
get it?
We only at after parties.
Yes. Yeah.
And you get
And
that
the
little yellow, that little
the
spoon,
spoon?
and you put your tongue in it, and your
Yes.
tongue gets stuck with all the
Yes.
bicarb and all that.
But then you would always have it like everywhere, so it looks like, the kids done coke and everywhere. The kids still love it. The Whiz
Oh,
Fizz.
okay.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm like my mum. My kids are not having Whiz Fizz.
I think the only time my kids have had it was for parties.
We have McDonald's at home.
You're like that now.
Look, it's Ronald McDonald. So disappointing.
Grimace. Hello, kids.
Oh, God almighty. Well, that was a blast from the past.
It was.
So good to remember all those things too.
I know. Oh, I loved it. As I said, I don't know how our teeth have.
Yogo. You and your custard, mate.
I hate
You- yeah.
custard.
Your dislike for custard. Yogo bloody dominated.
Oh,
Yogo gorilla.
yeah, he did dominate. I do remember. I could still smell this chocolate custard.
Yum.
Blah. Yeah.
Oh,
That's,
I
yeah,
came from a custard family.
he did. So that was our blast from the 80s
Past.
past. Yeah.
That was a nice journey back to diabetic lane. It made us strong and made us who we are. If you have any best lollies from the 80s or snacks, let us know. We'll chuck it up on socials. Woo! Yeah! That's the end of the story for this week's pod. Like, subscribe. What else is amiss? Follow. We'll come back next week for another round of the Midlifers. Ciao for now.